And kid, and kid goes, I missed Digit Spin, and yeah, I miss Dino, and I mean that in the least creepiest way possible. Let's hit that. We'll start off with Sergeant of the Marines. Sergeant of the Marines. Sergeant of the Marines says, yeah, I love the James Bond mini skit. Yeah, I went to some of my favorite movies, and I thought about them, and just did a cursory review of a couple of them, and I said, yeah, I think I can make something out of that. And what they're talking about, let's bring up the Digit Spin channel here, if I'm lucky enough to figure that out. And we'll go to my channel. So I spent last week creating some memes and parodies, and we did last week. Now what I tried to do was stay true to the director's style. End up cutting up the films, adding some text or graphics, some verbiage into them, but I tried to stay with the style of the director's original design while I was doing the parody. So a lot of thought and effort. Believe it or not, there was a lot of work to pull these things off. Hours, countless hours to pull off these things. And I had 3 brainstorms right off the bat, so I hit them. And one is Plan 9 from Outer Space. Now, Plan 9 is Ed Wood. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to see Ed Wood, the movie Ed Wood with Johnny Depp. But that was a lot of fun. And it was a history of his life. And one of the movies he made was Plan 9 from Outer Space. And you can actually go on BitTube and you can watch that because it is a public domain movie. Ed Wood was known for making some of the worst movies of all time. And they were actually so bad that they became a cult classic. So a lot of his movies are well known because of the nonsense that went on in them. So yeah, we did the Plan 9 from Outer Space, and that gave me the excitement to do the next one, which was Diamonds Are Forever, James Bond. Everybody loves James Bond, mixed in the music. And I had found a scene in there that I thought was pretty awesome. Again, I stayed to the spirit of the movie by creating an intro with all of the swirls and the mixes and silhouettes. And I used some of the YouTubers, I didn't leave anybody out on purpose. I only had so much time, and I chose to put some cameos of the YouTubers that usually, are left behind or don't get as many views. Some of the big guys. So there was a lot of people I wanted to put in there, and I had to make a decision. So I said, let me put in the small guys. You'll notice I also have my friend Crypto NWO. He was kind to me when I first started the channel, got me started, hooked me up with an interview, and I have a lot of loyalty to NWO. I like that guy, Kevin. He's great stuff, and so I tossed him in there too. So I went to a car chase scene, and I thought it was kind of funny. I did the glasses, the ETN glasses. I had Crypto Chico with his FUD chasing after him, and they were trying to get him. And of course, the Electroneum outmaneuvered while they were chasing him to try to FUD him. Electroneum outmaneuvered everybody, and they all crashed. And at the end, while they're all crashed, they're like, "You got him? Did you get him? Did you get him?" So that was a lot of fun. And the last one I just did was the 2001 Space Odyssey. Now, 2001, I put a link in the video, and it's a 7-part series of video, and so you'd have to have time to listen to it, on how 2001 was made. That movie was made in 1969. It actually started in 1965, and the video, the graphics on it, and the special effects still hold up today as far as quality and performance of the special effects. And there was no computer graphics whatsoever, so everything had to be done with models and trickery with cameras. And it's amazing what they were able to pull off in 1969. Think about it. I mean, they just started to shoot off rockets at that point. Nobody knew what the Earth looked like. Everything was guesswork. You know, you look at it now and you're like, okay, yeah, it's okay. But back then, nobody had a clue. And the movie, Stanley Kubrick, he's a very interesting fellow. And he, if you notice, a lot of his movies have 3 parts. And it's like watching 3 different movies. AI, all of his movies, Metal Jacket, and in 2001, it's like 3 different movies. And 2001, if you ever have the interest to watch it, it's something that you have to have had watched it, because it set the pace for. To allow for Star Wars and all these other movies to be produced. It was the first science fiction movie that actually got a real budget. And before that, it was just campy sci-fi stuff. And the movie, everybody who watches it comes away with a different meaning and understanding of the movie. It's a painting that's half filled in, and your mind and where your experiences come from determine how you see the film. So when you walk away scratching your head going, what the heck did I just watch? You got it. You understand the movie. You're really not sure, and and it makes you think, what the heck did I just watch? And as you sit there and you try to understand what you just saw. And so I tried to stay true to that, so it was kind of cryptic. But we had the dawn of Electroneum, and where man sees the Electroneum monolith and changes the future of mankind. And then we cut to the next scene where, with that knowledge and those things brought to the world by Electroneum, we were able to span the universe, forge new relationships. I don't know if anybody caught that. Some of the details and some of the descriptions of the ships. And so they forged new friendships. And it was just something to make you think, in the style of Kubrick. And the fact of the matter is that it was a lot of work to do all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed them. You know, they have a few views on it, so that's kind of nice. So let's get back to that, to the chat. But I appreciate each and every one of you that watched the parodies that I made, and I hope you did enjoy them. And let me know if you want me to make more. And Kid says that he loved the movies and the parodies, so I appreciate that. It's each movie being unique and had a unique style to them. You have to really, if you have seen those movies, you probably would appreciate it more than if you did not. And I'm sure there's a lot of younger guys that had no idea what Plan 9 from outer space is or was, or anything about it. and probably have never seen 2001: A Space Odyssey. So hopefully I just about everybody watched James Bond, but so I hope I, in some small way, can broaden people's horizon of knowledge when it comes to these movies, and they'll take the time to watch them, and they'll laugh when they do. Paul, hey, love your face, Paul. That's great. It's always great to see you on the channel. All right, so Paul says he woke up to an electronium monolith the other day. I touched it and my hair fell out, and I evolved into a buying crypto in a bear market. So couldn't help himself after he touched the electronium monolith. Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen any of these parodies, just click on the Digit Spin Crypto link. You can see all my videos. I try to sort them out nicely for you guys. I try to put in a lot of effort. I'd love to see you do a Bullet movie car chase with Electroneum. You know, I almost did Bullet, and then I remembered James Bond. So I ended up doing the James Bond one. I thought it was more impactful. And I enjoyed doing that. But I looked at, French Connection, Bullet, White Lightning, and all these old movies with these old good car chases, and they're still on my list of car chases. But I was trying to mix it up and bring some different styles of parody. But I do have to tell you, I spent a lot of time doing these parodies, making the memes, putting together the content. It's a lot. And I don't make anything, especially off of YouTube. And even if I did $100 a month, I assure you it's not covering my time. Why I make these things is that I do these things for you. And it's a relationship where it's appreciated that you correlate that relationship with a like or a subscribe, and that helps me out so that my content is shown, we can get it to others, and others can appreciate the value of it. So do yourself a favor, if you have a moment, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of great stuff here. I think it's worthy of your subscription. It's a lot of fun for me, and then we get to make a lot of great smaller videos for everybody to learn and enjoy also. And all I ask in return is a subscription, a like, and even comments, and so that it helps out. And I know that my time is worthy to continue to do these things. If it's enjoyed, let me know. Because if it's not enjoyed and nobody likes it and nobody cares, there's no impetus for me to continue, because I'm donating my time to you, the community, and I enjoy doing that. And I appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed, and I thank you very much personally.